Hello everybody and welcome to this session of BNI Meets, where I ask members from our BNI director team in our region to come along and share stories about their BNI journey and about their business. And in this session I have Julie Lyons with me from Fidelity Energy, and I'm going to ask Julie some questions about her BNI journey and also about her business. So welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's delve straight in to find out, firstly, what inspired you to join BNI?
I was actually working for a charity and I was approached at an event and went along to a BNI meeting. I had no clue about networking. I had never heard of BNI, and I walked into this room full of people and left very enthusiastic, going back to say to the charity, we have to join.
Oh, okay. And that was Bracknell chapter, wasn't it?
That was, yes.
Oh, okay. And how long ago was that?
Coming up for 7.5 years.
Wow. Okay. How has your business changed since becoming a member?
So when I left the charity, I believed so much in BNI and what it can do for both businesses and relationships. And I'd built a lot of fantastic relationships that I decided initially that I was going to stay on with my swim school. I had to move chapters because my swim school is very, very local. So moved to Thames Maidenhead, where I still am.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love that. I love the people, but I knew that if I wanted to do something nationally, my swim school was local. And as much as I still run that, and I'm still very much involved in that, I had to branch out. And so the baby of Fidelity Energy came from there. And now I'm just on that journey of helping companies save money on their utility bills.
Excellent. Okay. What has been your most valuable connection through BNI?
My most valuable connection, I think, was when I've been helping to launch a group in Henley. We had a website designer, and he said that one meeting, I wish somebody would give me the opportunity to build their website. He has built my website, and I have not looked back. The inquiries that we get must be minimum of 1 or 2 a day.
Wow.
We are top of Google ratings. We are definitely there in all the SEOs, and he keeps on top of it, and it's a really good website. So that has been probably my best connection for business so far.
It's nice when you meet somebody that you just click with and who they just get you and understand exactly what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
And deliver on it.
And Guy of First Page Websites, he took the time to get to know me.
Yeah. Excellent. How has BNI helped build trust in you?
I think that the one thing that I believe with BNI is that when you get to know people, in order to be able to refer them, you have to know, like, and trust. I'm one of those people that don't like anybody coming into my house, and especially when I had a big flood in my house. I had to have the whole of my kitchen and a bathroom taken up, and it was the tradespeople from BNI who came in and did it. And so by building up the trust with all of the members in BNI, I know them, I like them, I trust them, therefore I will allow them to do work. And also I then want to refer them on because their work is good.
Yeah.
If I build up a trust and they let me down, I still have to see them every week.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to build the trust, to have the trust, and actually to gain the trust as well.
Yeah.
You have to give and respect.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay, what keeps you engaged and renewing your membership?
I think that I am very much a giver. I love giving. I actually love the accountability of BNI. I think that you can go to other networking groups and there's no accountability whatsoever. By being accountable and sitting here today very proudly wearing a 100-point pin badge, It shows that I'm a giver and that I want to bring visitors into the group. It shows that I want to give business to other people. I want to get to know people by having one-to-ones. And with all of that, that will then pass on referrals both to them and to me.
How has your confidence or approach to networking evolved?
I'd never done it before, BNI. So since then, I've grown in confidence because I'm quite happy to stand up and speak. I'm quite happy to do 10-minute presentations. And I think just realising that the way now to market your business is to network.
Yeah.
And not just with BNI, maybe outside BNI as well. But the more networking you do and the more well-known you become, the more business you're likely to get.
Yeah.
And also that as you get to know people, you can refer business to them.
Yeah. You just become more referable the more people get to know you.
Absolutely.
The more you're out there, people know who you are, then they remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say to someone considering joining BNI?
Come along and visit. Come with a really open mind. And if you join, which we would love you to join, make sure that you give it 6 months before saying, I'm not getting any business. You've got to start at the bottom. You've got to get to know people. And as soon as people get to know people and they get to know you and they get to know what your business is, they will want to give you business. So get out there, join, have the one-to-ones, start giving referrals to people, and you will find that you will get back what you're giving.
Yeah, I agree. Cool. Right, let's delve into Fidelity Energy. What exactly do you do as a commercial utility broker?
I save any company, no matter whether it's the local cafe, the gym, the biggest swimming pool in the area, or a big data centre, money on their utility bills. So for their gas and for their electric, Fidelity Energy goes to the national grid, and we will give a comparison to the bills that they're doing with no sales involved.
Okay. Well, and I think that at the moment, cost of living is just so ridiculously high. Wherever you can save money, it's worth looking at.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just, a few pounds a week, it soon mounts up and helps you to, budget and use your money elsewhere. So why pay over the odds?
Absolutely. And for a company, why would you want to put your profits into your bills when you could put your profits into your pocket?
Yeah. Okay. Where are businesses typically losing money without realising it?
They are just renewing their bills without even looking at them and just paying them month on month without having a really good looking around and going, I could save myself thousands.
Yeah.
And for instance, the rowing club where I row, I saved them over £6,000 a year. And that in the equivalent terms for them is that they could possibly buy a new boat with the money they've saved.
Yeah. Nice. Well, and everybody's got goals, haven't they, of things that they want to buy for their business or for themselves. So actually looking at it in monetary terms like that with, this is what the savings can get you. It's a well worth, experience of just having a look at it.
And I'm working with a local cafe at the moment, and the costs have just gone, sky high. So again, it's working with the small companies as well as the big companies, because I think the small companies can sometimes get hit more. And currently, that is what's happening.
Yeah. What's the biggest mistake companies make with energy contracts?
I think they just carry on paying them without thinking, oh gosh, it's up for renewal, I need to do it.
Yeah.
Instead of talking to somebody like myself who will literally ask them for their utility bill, go away, do a cost comparison, come back and say, either we can save you money and this is how much we can save you, or gosh, you're on a really good deal, stay with what you've got.
Yeah.
And I think that people just pay it because it becomes a bit of a habit. And so it's trying to get people to break that habit and allow myself and other Fidelity partners to come and quote for them.
Yeah. Okay. How does the process work when you talk to a potential client?
It's about building relationships in the first instance, getting to know the people, asking them, you know, are their bills high? Are they fed up of paying extortionate bills? And just saying, would you be prepared for me to have a look at your bills? Would you be prepared to send your utility bill to me so I can do a cost comparison? I'll be very honest with you. If it's going to work, it will work. If it isn't, it won't. But to me, it's building the relationships. And for instance, in the local cafe, I've just got to know the owner as I've gone in for a coffee. So just saying hello to people and getting them to see that I'm genuine.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, is that I am genuine, but they've got to get to know me to know that.
Yeah. Well, and also having a point of contact that you know that you can just phone up. Whereas with all the utility companies and the energy companies, you go through a call centre, you might not get to talk to the same person, but building that relationship with one person with you will stand them in good stead moving forward.
Absolutely. And they all get my mobile number and they can ring me at any time and I will always take their call.
Yeah.
And that is a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. What should we listen out for, and how is the best way to introduce you?
I think one of the big things to listen out for is my bills are killing my business.
Yeah.
Or something along the lines of, I don't know where I'm going to find the money to pay this month's bills. Because I can go in, and as long as the contract is nearly up for renewal, we can look a year, 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
And even today, the prices have come back down and we can help people. So the bills should not kill somebody's business. Let me help you out.
Okay. How often should businesses review their utility agreements?
Definitely annually. But as soon as they're coming into even 6 months into their current bill, they can start looking. And again, we can lock in if we need to, and we could just keep looking at the savings they can make. And if they can come down, we will make them come down as much as we can.
Okay. Are there any market changes businesses should be aware of right now?
Well, definitely with what's going on in Iran.
Yeah.
But we've got the 2-week peace deal that has been announced today, and already the prices have come down 17%.
Wow.
So it's a good time, if you're coming up for renewal, let's start getting you locked in, because then as they come down even more, we can save even more money.
Yeah. Okay. So being on top of stuff is crucial, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, don't leave it till the last minute.
Okay. What is your ideal client or referral?
My golden goose would be something like a data center who is using so much energy and electricity.
Yeah.
People like big printers who do a lot of it because they've got a lot of machines going. Anybody who's got a lot of machines going on a daily basis. And even hotels, they have lights on all day, every day. But also, I absolutely love working with the local shops, with the local cafes, the local sports clubs, because they're the ones that also suffer the most.
Yeah.
Because their overheads come in even higher than the money that they can charge for the goods they're selling.
Yeah. I think hospitality, like, pubs and restaurants and places like that, where they're just a through flow of people.
Yes.
Any commercial thing. I was thinking the other day, trying to think of who I can introduce you to. Local mechanics or tyre places, or anybody really that's got utility bills.
Even your local florist, because they use lots of, they've got lighting and making it all nice.
Yeah.
Even the studios we're sitting in, look how much lighting we've got going on right now.
Yeah.
So no company is too small or too large. All we will do is help them.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Last question. When you're not helping clients save money, how do you like to spend your time and switch off? And I think I know this one. You're going to tell me anyway.
I am. I go down to the rowing club. My happy place is in a rowing boat. I absolutely love getting in my single, getting on the river at 6 o'clock in the morning, the peace and tranquility where it's time for me to turn off and just give me that time to re-energize before I go and start a full-on day.
Nice.
So, yes, my happy place is on the water.
Either teaching in the water or on the water.
Absolutely.
You're a water baby.
I am indeed.
Cool. Perfect. Well, thank you, Julie. Very insightful. Now we know more about your journey and how we can help you to find clients for Fidelity Energy. I'm sure everybody will be thinking about, how we can introduce you and what we can do to help you grow your business.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming.
No, thank you. My pleasure.